love Peranakan and Singapore food, you're in for a treat because one of Singapore's best known cooking icons, Violet Oon, has opened her fourth and largest restaurant over here in Ion Orchard. And as you can see, it's a beautiful space that we have over here. And to find out more of this space, I'm joined with me is Sulin, director of Violet Oon Singapore, and of course Violet's daughter.
Hi Kenneth.
Hey Sulin, thanks for having us today.
Thank you for coming.
Great. Alright, so share with us, what can diners expect here at Violet Oon Singapore in Ion Orchard?
I think when diners first come in, they'll first get a chance to see the retail section that we now have. It's almost like a Singapore gift shop. We have a line of cookies and cakes and candy and stuff like that. So that's what they get a chance to experience first when they come in. And then as they move in, they get a chance to go into our brasserie. Here we have a whole new menu actually. 50% of it is similar to our other restaurants and 50% of it is new dishes that we've introduced specifically for this location.
Can. And the concept, what does the concept allude to? Which part of the Singapore food culture does it bring some?
Yeah, so I think we have a lot of fun every time showcasing a little different part of Singapore food story. So here we kind of delve into the whole cafe culture. It has a little bit of that colonial aspect because a lot of the food in the cafe culture, like some of the Hainanese chefs that worked in the Western kitchens, so they brought a lot of the influence into the food that they had served. So we have Hainanese pork chop, we have oxtail stew, but we have it alongside like a beef hor fun and a fish curry with roti jala. So I think that's very much the way we live in Singapore. It's very multicultural. We also have my mom's shepherd's pie, which was very famous 20 years ago, so we brought it back as well because that's very colonial dish as well.
Alright Ken, and speaking about the food, we are beside a cake counter
Yes.
and a candy counter, so share with us what's here and what's the cake counter about?
Yeah, so right here you have the coconut candy and the rum balls. So these are very traditional kind of candies that my mom had enjoyed while growing up, and she always said, I love coconut candy, I never get it anymore, I want to be able to kind of showcase that here. So we have the coconut candy, and then we also have the rum balls, which is also a very traditional dessert, and that kind of celebrates our heritage a little bit, right, because it's a bit Englishy. So we have that, and then here you have our cake counter. We have 6 different cakes that we've introduced here right now, and we wanted to be able to introduce cakes so that people can continue celebrating with us at home and have a piece of us to bring back home in their celebrations as well, and actually in the restaurant as well they're able to order these cakes.
Great. Okay, Ken. And of course,
move
and besides cakes, and what do we have next?
Yeah, so we have the pineapple tarts as well, and our pineapple tarts are all handmade. The pineapples are freshly grated and hand formed. So that's something that my mom was always. She grew up making pineapple tarts with her aunts, Chinese New Year time. So that's something that we really wanted to kind of showcase our traditional, authentic recipe here.
Alright,
So we have that, and then we have our Gula Melaka rum cake as well.
Yeah.
So this one, everybody, Gula Melaka is like a big favorite in our restaurant and in our culture as well. So we have this Gula Melaka rum cake with a cashew crumble on top.
Okay,
So
Ken. Alright, and wow, that is a lot to see in the cake counter, and on the other side there's also much more to see. Great. Alright, so share with us about the retail, the merchandise over here at Violet Oon.
So I think, before when we went to partnership with Manoj, my business partner, I think he had really a vision of being able to bring Singapore to the rest of the world. So I think we thought this would be a great opportunity to actually, through the merchandise, be able to tell the stories that we have about the different, the different ingredients and stuff like that. So I think the idea conceptualizing the great Singapore gift for locals to enjoy as well as,
Great. So besides share with us, so what kind of food is in this merchandise range?
Yeah, so we have all the cookies. So we have cashew cookies, we have peanut cookies, we have suji cookie, we have ginger cookie, which actually celebrates the spice route because that has all the cinnamon, the cardamom, all these are the different spices that were kind of part of the spice route. So these are the cookie ranges. That's the cookie range that we have. Oh, we have a Gula Melaka coconut crunch cookie as well. That's a new one that my mom had sort of developed for this restaurant.
Ken, alright, so let's just take a walk through the restaurant.
Kaya too.
And Kaya also. Because it's a classic Singapore
Yes,
spread, right? You can't go wrong
Yes,
with Kaya.
correct.
Alright,
and
Ken.
we also have Kaya and kopi for our breakfast as well. So that's something that's very much traditional in our breakfast.
Great, Ken. So can you just take us through the restaurant?
Sure.
And yeah, so how big is the space? How many people?
It's about 2,700 square feet.
Ah,
This
okay.
is about 100 people. So when you kind of walk in, there's this really lovely area here where you can sort of sit down and have a nice afternoon tea. And then as you go in, it leads into the whole brasserie space that we have here.
Alright, Ken. And I see very interesting photos that we have, mementos that we have over here. So let's share with us, what is in this photo that we see over here.
Okay, this is actually a picture of my mom when she's 10 years old. I don't know if you can see her. She's the one right in the middle, and that's her having a tea party with her friends on the lawn. And in light of every morning to celebrate and actually enjoy tea, I mean, this is really my mom, in the core of her celebrating. And we have high tea here, so we thought that is very cute to kind of show, the tea party on the lawn.
Yeah, that's why. Great.
Yeah.
And we do also see some photos of Violet. There's something over here.
This one here, yeah.
Yes.
That's her and her mom on the right. My mom is on the left, and her mom is on the right, and in the middle is my aunt Nanny, my great aunt Nanny, and she's the lady who taught my mom how to cook all these Peranakan dishes, the okla, all that kind of stuff, and she really documented everything.
Wow,
that my
such a
aunt taught
precious
her.
memory.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
And speaking of another precious memory, we see a faded exercise book to tear out. So what's that about?
This is my grandmother's exercise book, and if you see, that's a pineapple tart recipe. So pineapple tarts is something we grew up eating. My mom loved making it all the time for us, and that's now in our retail section. So this is a recipe that, handwritten recipe that my grandmother had.
One of my favorite memories is of eating Hainanese pork chop in one of these cafes and even restaurants where there's the crispiness with the rough chips. And in those days, they had peas which were not nice because from a can, not frozen then. And so you're recreating but heightening the memory. So for example, the breading is not bread, it's actually crackers, where the Hainanese would crush the crackers, and that's why it's a very tight breading. So it's based on the Wiener Schnitzel, which is flour, egg, and breadcrumbs. So we don't use breadcrumbs, we use these crackers. And actually, the sauce, we also researched and heightened it. It's not thickened by flour. It's sort of a fruity sauce, and we hope you enjoy it. Size of the chips is correct. It must be chunky, slightly rough, and not the French fries.